My name is Florence Lamano, and I have served the foundation for over 30 years. That's long, isn't it? It's time for me to retire. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, and the flag is white to you. I pledge to the flag of the United States
of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. Before we do anything, could I ask everyone to please turn off their cell phones or put it on the silent mode? Should I give you a second to do that? I would also like to introduce some of my fellow Oxnard College Foundation Board of Directors here with us this afternoon. As I call your name, you can either stand or wave. It would be nice for the crowd to see you, so please stand. Oxnard College Foundation President Tony Valente. Also, will you hold your applause until they're all standing? I'm so sorry that I didn't mention that earlier. Tony was the former mayor of Port Hueneme. Foundation board member Teresa Elena Weisman. Hold your applause. Okay, let's try again. Hold your applause, don't clap. Robert Cabral. Oh my God, the instructor didn't hear it. Richard Renier. Don't clap, dear. Mike Barber. Thank you for not clapping. And myself, Florence Lamano. Now we can clap for all of these board of directors. And the biggest clap will go to this individual, our ex-official college president, Dr. Richard Duran. And of course, the hard-working individual behind the scene, and without her talents and her skills, this wouldn't have been made possible. Our Community Development and Institutional Advancement Specialist, Connie Owens. Thank you. And I would also like to introduce a few of our generous donors and scholarship representatives. Representing Altrusa International of Oxnard, we have Marianne Fusi. This organization for over 478 years have provided scholarships and international networking of professional in diversified career classifications. Let's give her another round of applause. We have Captain Mark Edelson, President of Society of American Military Engineers, Oxnard College. There, I couldn't find you. I know. And then we have representing the Ron Jackson Memorial Scholarship, Miss Zakia Jackson Ajahnaki. Find me later for blowing it. Representing Edison International Scholarship for STEM students, Miss Kathy Hart. Kathy, stand up. And my good friend, Miss Nancy Williams from Southern California. Today, Southern California Edison will be awarding over $30,000 to 47 students in the science, technology, engineering, and math fields. If you are one of the Edison awardees, please see Ms. Williams for a special Edison medallion and stick around for a group photo at the end. She will also be presenting the Lori Colby Memorial Scholarship. That's quite a lot of money and that's quite a lot of students. Thank you. Santa to the Sea, Mike Barber, one of our foundation board members. Presenting a total of 100 scholarships to Oxnard College students. The Santa to the Sea Marathon is a fun, healthy event for the whole family, bringing athletes from all over the country to help raise funds for 5 local charities, with a charity challenge helping Ventura County children and students through the Santa to the Sea scholarships. Not only is he giving the scholarship, but he is also giving a free laptop drawing for these awardees at the end of the program and a group photo. Wow. Let's give him another hand. Richard Grenier, and I know Dick stood up earlier, but Dick, can you at least wave? He's representing the El Bueno Hijo Title V Scholarship. And Ashley La Joya, representing the Oxnard College Classified Senate. Robert Cabral, representing Oxnard College Academic Senate. Greater Oxnard Organization of Democrats Scholarship, the presenter is Carol Marsh and Jane Bell Busty. I know I saw Carol here and Jane. This organization, their mission is to encourage participation of Democrats in Ventura County, and they are dedicated to making people's lives better. And I personally am representing the Western County Employers Advisory Council for the Avelina Villalobos Memorial Scholarship. I have the honor of introducing our Master of Ceremony for today's event. This individual began as an Oxnard College Business Department faculty member. He is serving as the President-elect and Alumni Relations for the Oxnard College Foundation, and he also serves on the Oxnard College Foundation Finance Committee. Please help me by clapping and bringing to the podium one of my favorite people, Robert Cabral.
Thank you, Flo. Let me lift this a little higher so feel free to hear me. Yeah, thank you, Flo. And we had a pair to say favorite person. That's interesting. So I want to welcome everybody here to our Oxnard College Foundation Scholarships Award. This is the first time I have the opportunity to MC it for you. And I want to give you a little bit of background information. The scholarships are being given today through the hard work of the foundation. By partnering with many clubs and organizations, both at Oxnard College and through the Ventura County area. Sorry about this. And the foundation, in addition, the foundation also provides matching funds that helps double the potential of scholarships to our students as well. So before we get into the recognition, the honor of our students and scholars, I want to introduce our president of the campus, President Dr. Duran, for a few words. Doctor?
All right, thank you very much. Welcome everyone, bienvenidos, to the 39th Annual Scholarship Award Ceremony. It's my pleasure to recognize and be here to award all the students who are going to receive scholarships today. I hope everyone enjoyed the reception. Did you get to go and have some food, right? The food is prepared by our culinary program. It's one of our hallmark programs that we have here, along with other programs like dental hygiene, our fire technology, and several others. that produce high-quality students that are prepared to work, and those that are ready to go on to transfer to university. Some of the scholarships today are for those that are transferring. So even though they're not here anymore, we want to see them off on a good foot to the next level of their education. With that, today we also are going to be awarding over $250,000 in scholarships. So thanks to our board members, donors, and everyone involved with that. We really involve the community to make that happen. And for those of you who ever come here on a Sunday afternoon and visit our community market to buy something from the vendors that rent space from us, that's how we make our money for the majority of the scholarships that we produce here. And other support that the foundation gives us throughout the year in supporting events on campus like our multicultural festival and other areas as well. So beyond the scholarships, part of the mission of the foundation is to support programming on our campus, which they do. And I'm hoping to try to talk them into supporting a $1 million donation to help us move forward in developing a wet lab for our science program in the near future. So these are the kinds of things that they really get involved with to really not only support scholarships, but the infrastructure of our campus, so we can offer state-of-the-art facilities for our students and programming. And so I want to thank you board members for all your support and efforts. Also, I'd like to just thank Connie for all her work. She's the one that's kind of the linchpin for all of this. We already recognize her a bit, but Connie, thank you for all your years of support. Next year, we're going to start celebrating the 40th anniversary of the college. So starting next year, there'll be a number of activities that we're going to kick off the year in the fall. Even though I won't be here, we're going to lay the seeds now, and there's a future student right there. He's expressing himself. That's what I have to do. But it's 40 years next year, so you're going to be seeing activities throughout the year, and hopefully you'll participate. And we invite you to come over for some 40th anniversary programming that we have. So, without any further ado, I want to welcome all of you again. Bienvenidos todos to Oxnard College. And congratulations to all the students that are going to receive the scholarship, so that it'll further your education, and that we know that it'll help reduce the expenses out of your pocket to be able to really concentrate on what you're here for, learning, and acquiring those knowledge, skills, and abilities that you are coming here for, to promote your personal growth, the things that you want to be able to move on to achieve in your life. So congratulations, students. Thank you, parents, everyone, for coming today.
Thank you, Dr. Duran. Okay, so at this time, we would like to go ahead and present our 2015-2016 Scholarship Awards for Oxnard College for the Foundation. As you heard from our president, the foundation is going to be awarding well over $250,000, $250,000. That's huge. So if the recipients, the way we'll do this is that we could ask the recipients in the first two rows to line up here on the side and with your card, walk up the staircase with your card, and then we'll read your name to acknowledge you. And then immediately after we acknowledge your name, Connie will award you with your certificate, and then you could exit this staircase on your right-hand side. So let's go. All right, our first scholarship, Eileen Orange of the Oceans Initiative of California Community College. Eileen is receiving a scholarship of $1,000, a cumulative GPA of 4.0. Francine Olivares, Santa to the Sea Scholarship, $500. Her major is addictive disorder study and focus on drug counseling. Ashley Cates, Ashley is Oxnard College Foundation Student Scholarship for Continuing Student. She's receiving an award for $500 with a cumulative GPA of 3.3. Her major is addictive disorder studies. Ruben Ortiz. Ruben is a Canada C Scholarship recipient for $500, and his major is addictive disorder studies. Betsy Valencia. Betsy is a Sigma Kappa Delta Honor Society Scholarship recipient of $2,000. She has a cumulative GPA of 4.0, and she'll be transferring to UC Berkeley fall. Roberta Olivares, Canada C Scholarship recipient, $500, cumulative GPA 3.0. She'll be transferring to Cal State Channel Islands. Alina Rutsky, Oxnard College Foundation transferring a student scholarship for $500, and a Robert and Hope Holcomb Scholarship for $500. Alina has a cumulative GPA of 3.7, and she'll be transferring to Humboldt State in fall. Karen Arispe. She's receiving an Altruza Club International of Oxnard Scholarship for $500, and she has a cumulative GPA of 4.0. Anel Peraza, Standard to the Sea Scholarship for $500. Anel has a cumulative GPA of 3.4, and her major is addictive disorder studies. Kristen Santoyo, OSHA Initiative for California Community College Students Scholarship for $1,000. Kristen has a cumulative GPA of 3.7, and her major is addictive disorder studies. Irma Rochin. Irma is the recipient of the Kay Hawkins Memorial Scholarship for $500 and the Dr. Priscilla Partridge de Castilla Reentry Student Scholarship for $500. She has a cumulative GPA of 3.4 and her major is addictive disorder studies. Susanna Gutierrez. Susanna is a recipient of the Radia Lazar Scholarship for $500. And she has a cumulative GPA of 3.1. Her major is child development. Suzanne Hamilton. Suzanne is a Stanford to the Sea Scholarship recipient for $500, and her major is culinary. Rocio de Blevins. Rocio is a Stanford to the Sea Scholarship for $500. Her cumulative GPA is 4.0, and her major is culinary arts. Joseph Caruso. Joseph is a Standard to Sea Scholarship for $500. His major is culinary arts and restaurant management. Anna Gonzalez. Anna is an Oxnard Monday Club Scholarship recipient for $500, and her cumulative GPA is 3.0. Her major is natural sciences. Myron Chapman. Myron is an Edison International Continuing Student Scholarship recipient for STEM majors, and he's receiving a scholarship of $500. His cumulative GPA is 3.4, and his major is auto and business. Rosa Hibben. Rosa is a Kay Hawkins Memorial Scholarship recipient for $500. Her cumulative GPA is 3.6, and she plans to transfer to Cal State Channel Islands University. Myra Rodriguez. Myra is an OSHA Initiative for California Community College Student Scholarship recipient for $1,000, and she has a cumulative GPA of 3.1. And Myra will be attending Cal State Channel Islands University this fall. Our next recipient is Joe Perez. Joe is a Santa to the Sea Scholarship recipient for $500, and his major is in accounting. Joe Perez. Juan Romero. Juan Romero is a Radio Láser Scholarship recipient for $500, and his major is criminal justice. Jasmine Pedra, Oxnard College Foundation Student Scholarship for graduating high school students for $500, and also recipient of the Santa to the Sea Scholarship for $500. And Jasmine has a cumulative GPA of 3.3. Andres Cortez. Andres Cortez is a recipient of the El Buendijo Entering Student Scholarship recipient for $1,000. Andres has a cumulative GPA of 3.7. Myra Nunez, recipient of the Student Scholarship for Continuing Students for $500, and the OSHA Initiative for California Community Colleges Student Scholarship for $1,000. Myra's cumulative GPA is 3.7, and her study is in child development. Oscar Juarez. Oscar is an Edison International Continuing Student Scholarship for STEM majors. He's receiving a $500 award, and an OSHA Initiative for California Community College Student Scholarship for $1,000, and also the Greater Oxnard Organization of Democrats for $500 scholarship recipient. Oscar's cumulative GPA is 3.9, and he's a business major. Anayeli Peña, Cooperative Agency's Resources for Education Scholarship recipient for $500. She has a GPA of 4.0, and her major is Addictive Disorder Studies. Taide Lavano. She's an El Buendijo Scholarship recipient for $1,000. The Villalobos Memorial Scholarship, Western Ventura County Employees Advisory Counselor, and OSHA Initiative Scholarship recipient for $1,000. Her cumulative GPA is 4.0, and her major is arts. Anna Silva. Anna is a Performing Arts Scholarship recipient for $500. She has a cumulative GPA of 3.6, major is Arts and Humanities, and she plans to attend Cal State University Channel Islands this fall. Enrique Varela. Enrique is a San Jose Scholarship recipient for $500. He has a cumulative GPA of 3.8, and his major is in TV and film. And Enrique plans to transfer to Northridge, Cal State University Northridge this fall. Uriel Lopez, Edison International Continuing Students Scholarship for STEM majors, $500. Osher Initiative for California Community College Students, scholarship for $1,000. And a Lori Colby Memorial Scholarship for $500. Uriel has a cumulative GPA of 4.0 and his major is in accounting. Leandro Marquez. Leandro Marquez is receiving the Edison International Continuing Student Scholarship for STEM for $500. The Oxnard College Foundation Student Scholarship for continuing students for $500. And he has a cumulative GPA of 3.0. His major is computer science, and he plans to transfer to Cal State University Channel Islands. Jaime Mendez. Jaime is a San Jose Scholarship recipient of $500. He has a cumulative GPA of 3.7. His major is sociology, and he plans to transfer to Cal State Channel Islands University. Vanessa Arroyo. Vanessa is the San Jose Scholarship recipient for $500. She has a cumulative GPA of 3.0, and she's undecided. Anel Espinoza. Anel is the Roman Van Diganash Memorial Scholarship recipient for $500. Lily Hernandez. Lily Hernandez is the San Jose Scholarship recipient for $500, the Lori Colby Memorial Scholarship for $500, and the Cooperative Agency's Resources for Education Award for $500. Lily's cumulative GPA is 4.0, and her major is in business. Luis Campa. Luis is Oxnard College Foundation Scholarship recipient for $500. He has a cumulative GPA of 3.7 and his major is in arts. Raul Torres. Raul is Edison International Continuing STEM student majors recipient for $500. He's an Osher Initiative recipient for $1,000. He has a cumulative GPA of 3.6 and his major is Computer Network Information Technology. Samantha Zaragoza. Samantha is a Oxnard College Foundation Student Scholarship for Continuing Students recipient for $500. San Jose Scholarship for $500. Her major is dental hygiene and her GPA is 3.0. Roberto Valera. Roberto is Edison International Continuing Student for STEM majors, $500 recipient. The Greater Oxnard Organization of Democrats, $500 scholarship. He has a cumulative GPA of 3.7 and his major is in math. Perla Cruz Carmona. Perla Cruz Carmona is the recipient of the Van Diganash Memorial Presidential Scholarship for $500. She has a cumulative GPA of 3.0 and her major is psychology. Jaime Guerrero. Jaime is a recipient of the Radia Lazar Scholarship for $500. Has a cumulative GPA of 3.7 and his major is engineering. Alejandra Hernandez. Alejandra is an El Buen Hill Transferring Scholarship recipient for $1,000. The Greater Oxnard Organization of Democrats Scholarship recipient for $500. She has a cumulative GPA of 3.7 and her major is sociology. Miguel Torres. Miguel is the Oxnard Monday Club Scholarship recipient, $500. Radia Lazar Scholarship for $500. Miguel has a cumulative GPA of 3.2 and his major is Addictive Disorder Studies. Daniel Tai. Daniel Tai is a recipient of the Vanda Ganache Memorial Presidential Scholarship for $500. He has a GPA of 3.4. His major is biology, and he plans to transfer to UC Santa Barbara in fall. Ray Oliver Manlake. He's an El Buen Hill Transferring Student Scholarship recipient for $1,000. He has a cumulative GPA of 3.7. His major is Natural Sciences and Healthcare Administration. He plans to transfer to Cal State University, Northridge this fall. Magdil Zuniga. Magdil is the Edison International Continuing Student for STEM majors, $500. The OSHA Initiative for California Community Colleges, $1,000. He has a 3.5 GPA, majoring in engineering, plans to transfer to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo this fall. Victor Viveros. Victor is a recipient of the Edison International Scholarship for STEM for $500. The Strawberry Festival sponsors scholarship for $500. Victor has a cumulative GPA of 3.5. Major is engineering, biomedical engineering. Plans to attend UC Irvine in fall. Lauren Sanchez. Lauren is the Edison International Continuing Student for STEM majors for $500. San Disease Scholarship recipient for $500. Laura has a cumulative GPA of 3.8, majors in chemistry, Sonoma State University for fall 2016. Maria Sandoval. Maria is an OC Campus Beautification Scholarship recipient for $500. San Disease Scholarship recipient for $500. Her major is in environmental science, and she plans to transfer to Cal State University, Channel Islands. Perla Gutierrez. She's a Robert and Hope Holcomb Scholarship recipient for $500. Has a cumulative GPA of 3.8. Her major is in Spanish. She plans to be a Spanish teacher. Naveen Shinoda. Naveen is El Buen Hill Scholarship recipient for $1,000. She has a cumulative GPA of 4.0, and her major is in child development. Jennifer Benitez. Jennifer is a San Disease Scholarship recipient for $500. Her major is fine arts with an emphasis in art history. Stephanie Martinez. Stephanie Martinez is the Edison International Continuing Students for STEM Scholarship for $500. The ELPS Continuing Students for $500. Has a cumulative GPA of 4.0, and she is majoring in biochemistry and plans to transfer to San Bernardino, Cal State University, San Bernardino. Linda Thompson. Linda is Senator to the Sea Scholarship recipient for $500. She has a cumulative GPA of 3.0. Her major is alcohol and addictive disorder studies. Noah Ortiz, he's the OSHA Initiative for California Community College recipient for $1,000. His major is in business. Lavana O'Reilly. Lavana is the Altruza Club International of Oxnard Scholarship recipient for $500. The College Foundation Student Scholarship for continuing students for $500. She has a 4.0 GPA and her major is addictive disorder studies. Irene Ortega, Oxnard College Foundation Student Scholarship for $500, cumulative GPA of 3.3, and her major is ADS. John Young. John is the Vonda Ganache Memorial Presidential Scholarship for $500, the EOPS Honor Student Scholarship for $500. He has a cumulative GPA of 4.0, and his major is addictive disorder studies. Amy Aguilar. Amy is the Senator to the Sea Scholarship recipient for $500. Her major is addictive disorder studies. Elise Rocha. Elise is the OSHA Initiative for California Community College recipient for $1,000. Her cumulative GPA is 3.8, and her major is criminal justice and addictive disorder studies. Sherry Salas. Sherry is the College Foundation Student Scholarship recipient for $500. The Robert and Hope Holcomb Scholarship recipient for $500. She has a GPA of 3.6 and her major is art and fine art. Basilisa Lopez Ramirez. Oxnard College Foundation Board of Directors Scholarship for $1,000. The Carlos Diaz Memorial Scholarship for $500. She has a GPA of 3.7 and her major is child development. Raul Toledano. Raul is a Senator to the Sea Scholarship recipient for $500 and his major is culinary arts. Isabel Maldoza. Isabel is the El Buen Hijo Scholarship recipient for $1,000. Her GPA is 3.4 and her studies is in communications. Antonella Camarota. Antonella is the Edison International Transferring Student Scholarship for STEM majors for $1,000. The Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. The Beta Rho Tau chapter for scholarship for $2,000. Her GPA is 4.0. Her major is computer networking and IT, and she plans to transfer to Cal State University Channel Islands in fall. Francisco Ferrara. Francisco is the Edison International Transferring Student Scholarship for STEM recipient for $1,000. The Sigma Kappa Delta Honor Society for $2,000. Francisco has a GPA of 3.3 and his major is in business administration. He plans to attend San Francisco State University. Yilda Pamatz is a recipient of the College Foundation Transferring Student Scholarship for $500, Senator to the Sea Scholarship for $500. Yilda has a GPA of 3.6, studying criminal justice, plans to transfer to Cal State University, Long Beach. Charles Sabiaga is an OSHA Initiative for California Community Colleges recipients for $1,000. Charles has a 3.7 GPA and his major is in communication and plans to get a communications degree for transfer. Congratulations. Oscar Moreno. Oscar is a Teresa Archuleta ELPS continuing student recipient for $500. He has a cumulative GPA of 3.8, and his major is film and acting. He plans to transfer to UCLA or Northridge and Fall. Bernadette Ruiz. Bernadette is a San Diego Scholarship recipient for $500. Congratulations. Dana Ayton. Dana is a San Diego Scholarship recipient for $500. She has a cumulative GPA of 3.0. Her major is social sciences and addictive disorder studies. Congratulations. Guylan Shackelford. Guylan is an OSHA Initiative for California Community College students recipient for $1,000. He has a 3.6 GPA. His major is computer information technology. He plans to transfer to Cal State University, Channel Islands. Ryan Williams. Ryan is a College Foundation Veteran Scholarship for Continuing Students recipient for $500. The Vanda Ganache Memorial Presidential Scholarship for $500. He has a GPA of 3.6 and his major is addictive disorder studies. He plans to transfer to Cal State University, Northridge. Cindy Canseco. Cindy is an El Buen Hill Scholarship recipient for $1,000. She has a cumulative GPA of 3.7 and her major is psychology. Sylvia Canseco. She's Edison International Student Scholarship for STEM majors recipient for $500. San Diego Scholarship recipient for $500. She has a cumulative GPA of 3.2, major psychology, and she plans to transfer to Cal State University, Channel Islands. Mai Tai. Mai is the Vanda Ganache Memorial Scholarship recipient for $500. The Lori Coley Scholarship recipient for $500. She has a cumulative GPA of 3.5. Her major is chemistry, biology, and math, and she plans to transfer to UC Irvine. Miles Smith. Miles is the College Foundation Veteran Scholarship recipient for $500. OSHA Initiative Scholarship for $1,000. The Culinary Restaurant Management Continuing Student recipient for $500. He has a 4.0 GPA and his major is culinary arts. Melina May Klein. Melina is an OSHA Initiative recipient for $1,000. The Culinary Restaurant Management recipient for $500. Greater Oxnard Organization of Democrats for $500. She has a GPA of 4.0. Major is culinary arts. Nicholas Rodriguez. Nicholas is an El Buen Hill Scholarship recipient for $1,000. The OSHA Initiative recipient for $1,000. Nick has a GPA of 3.4. His major is communications and paralegal studies. Guadalupe Barellas. Guadalupe is a San Diego Scholarship recipient for $500. Her major is business administration. She plans to attend California Lutheran University. Mario Robles. Mario is a San Diego Scholarship recipient. He's going to receive $500. His major is in film. He plans to attend either Cal State University of Channel Islands or UCLA. Paul Medina. Paul is a Roman Vandeganache Memorial Presidential Scholarship recipient for $500. He has a GPA 3.0. His major is in addictive disorder studies, criminal justice, and he plans to transfer to Cal State University of Channel Islands. Gabriel Contreras. Gabriel is a San Diego Scholarship recipient for $500. His major is culinary arts, and restaurant management. Lilia Odell. Lilia is a San Diego Scholarship recipient for $500. Her major is child development. Rosa Godinez. Rosa is a San Diego Scholarship recipient for $500. She has a GPA of 3.2 and her major is special education. Joshua Wade. Josh is the OSHA Initiative for California Community College's Student Scholarship recipient for $1,000. Josh's major is paralegal studies and Norma Martinez. Norma is the San Diego Scholarship recipient for $500. Monica Sanchez. Monica is an Academic Excellence Award Scholarship recipient for $500. Her major is Art and Fine Art. Jonah Lataya. Jonah is the Academic Excellence Award Scholarship recipient for $500. He's the Edison International Transferring Scholarship for STEM majors for $1,000. Jonah has a GPA of 4.0. He's majoring in engineering, and he plans to attend the University of California. Carolina Espinoza. Carolina is a San Diego Scholarship recipient for $500. She has a GPA of 3.0, and her major is culinary arts. Joshua Arce. Joshua is a San Diego Scholarship recipient for $500. His major is culinary and restaurant management. He plans to attend Cal Poly Pomona. Kim Sanchez. Kim Sanchez is a Oxnard College Foundation Scholarship recipient for $500. San Diego recipient, $500. Culinary Restaurant Management recipient for $500. She has a cumulative GPA of 3.5. Her major is Culinary Restaurant Management and Culinary Arts. Maritza Castillo. Maritza is a San Diego Scholarship recipient for $500. She has a 3.4 GPA. Her major is Culinary Arts, and she plans to attend Cal Poly Pomona. Montserrat Tapia. Montserrat is a San Diego Scholarship recipient for $500, and she's a Culinary Arts major. Sandra Winston Smith. Sandra is a San Diego Scholarship recipient for $500. She has a GPA of 3.45, and her major is Culinary Arts and Restaurant Management. Joshua Sanchez. Joshua is a San Diego recipient for $500. He has a GPA of 2.6. His major is culinary arts and restaurant management. Sergio Nunez. Sergio is a San Diego Scholarship recipient for $500. Major is computer networking. Jasmine Garcia Espinoza. Jasmine is a Oxnard College Foundation Veteran Scholarship for Continuing Students recipient for $500. The Avelina Villalobos Memorial Scholarship recipient for $1,000. She has a cumulative GPA of 3.7 and her major is in Arts and Humanities. She plans to attend UC Berkeley. Jasmine wants to thank her family for believing in her studies. Enrique Vitella. Enrique is a San Diego Scholarship recipient for $500. The Society of American Military Engineers recipient for $1,000. His major is engineering tech. Jim Throck. Jim is a San Diego Scholarship recipient for $500. He has a 3.0 GPA and his major is in art. Skip Jensen. Skip Jensen has the Academic Excellence Award Scholarship for $500. He's also Edison International Continuing Student Scholarship for STEM for $500. His GPA is 3.5 and his major is in science and math. Christina Robles. Christina is the El Buen Hijo Transferring Scholarship recipient for $1,000. She has a GPA of 3.34. Her major is Child Development, and she plans to attend Cal State University Channel Islands. Carrie Grace Kenwell. Carrie is the OSHA Initiative for California Community College Student Scholarship recipient for $1,000. The Ron Jackson Memorial Scholarship for $500. Carrie has a GPA of 3.54 and her major is a GETC certification. She plans to attend UC Santa Barbara in fall. Brian Dew. Brian is the Edison International Entry and High School Student Scholarship for STEM majors for $500. The Laurie Colby Memorial Scholarship for $500. Brian has a cumulative GPA of 3.8 and his major is in computer science. So the scholarship recipient of missing car keys, we have them here for you. So let's be for the drawing today. Dionisia Nava. Dionisia is the San Diego Scholarship recipient for $500. Major is Business Administration. Natalie Ramirez. Natalie is Academic Excellence Award Scholarship recipient for $500. San Diego Scholarship for $500. She has a cumulative GPA of 3.8 and her major is Communication Studies. She plans to attend UC Santa Barbara this fall. Alejandra Martinez. Alejandra is a San Diego Scholarship recipient for $500. She has a GPA of 3.4. Her major is psychology. Maybe we could hear the Lindsay Stockton. Lindsay is a Florence England Memorial Scholarship recipient for $1,000. The Avelina Villalobos Memorial Scholarship recipient for $1,000. Her major is in biology, with an emphasis in marine biology. Elijah Johnson. Elijah is the OSHA Initiative for California Community College Students Scholarship for $1,000. Santa to the Sea Scholarship for $500. The EOPS Student Scholarship for $500. Elijah has a GPA of 3.2 and his major is dental hygiene. Johnny Ojeda. Johnny is an Academic Excellence Award Scholarship recipient for $500. Edison International Transferring Scholarship for STEM majors, $1,000. Johnny has a GPA of 3.99 and his major is Business Administration. Elibet Valencia. Elibet is the Vaga Ganache Memorial Presidential Scholarship recipient of $500. She has a 3.5 GPA. Her major is in history and she plans to attend Cal State University Chattanooga. Ashley Vasquez. Ashley is the Oxnard College Foundation Transferring Student recipient of $500. She has a cumulative GPA of 3.2. Her major is in communications and she plans to transfer to Cal State University, Channel Islands this fall. So I want to congratulate all our scholarship recipients. At this time, can we have, if they're still remaining, can we have all the Santa to the Sea scholarship recipients come back on stage? If you're a Santa to the Sea recipient, we want to take a large group photo for you. And as you're coming to the stage, I would like to take this time to introduce our foundation board member, Mike Barber, who has donated a laptop computer and is offering it as an opportunity drawing for the Santa to the Sea recipients. So please come on. Mike, you want to come up here? Mike, would you like to come up and say some words? They're walking the break.
That's going to do it for our presentations tonight. Hopefully everybody get a chance to see it, and we'll be back next year.